Installment payment makes land buying in Asaba very, very affordable, trust me. But is it always a good idea? On this video, I will be sharing some truths about installment payment options, especially as it regards to buying properties here in the city of Asaba, Delta State. Hi there, my name is Solomon Ibuhu and I help smart investors make or buy genuine and verifiable lands here in Asaba with peace of mind and without stress. So let's dive right in. Today we'll be talking about installment payment option. Is it wise to opt for installment payment option when you don't have the complete money, or you should just stay still, gather the full funds, and then when it's complete you can now buy that land? If you ask me, I would say you should work within your budget, right? Work within your budget because installment payment plan is very, very good. But then there are some questions or there are some truths about installment payment options that you need to know. Number one of that is that you should know that installment payment option does not work on individual property. Ensure that you ask, is this a personal property or it's an estate property? If it's an individual property, then you should know that installment payment option would not work in that transaction. But if it's an estate, company that owns that property, then you can go ahead and agree on terms on the installment payment option, because that it is very key. This number one is very key. Ensure that you know who owns the property. Is it an individual property or an estate property, right? Now, number two truth is that installment payment could be costly. Yes, it could be costly. So ensure that you ask questions like, what's the percentage added to this installment payment option? Because there are some companies that add some percentage, you know. Now, number two is that how much will you allow me to be paying per month? Ensure that these questions are very specific. You ask them very specifically. How much would you agree for me to pay per month? Number three question is that how many months do I have to pay not to incur additional costs? So ensure that you ask. Some companies give 3 months grace, on installment payment. So if you have 3 months before interest is added, then you know how much you can be paying per month to make it very, very easy for you. So that the option will not be at the end of the day costlier. Number four question you should ask is outright payment cheaper than installment payment plan? What do I mean? Is that there are some companies that attach a certain percentage at the end of the cumulative period where you have paid your installment. So they add an extra percentage to it. Whereas if you're paying outrightly, that's you're paying the money at once, you won't incur such percentage. So there's now a difference between you that is paying on installment and another person that is paying on outright. So ensure that you ask to know if they are the same thing. Number three truth is that you should read the terms and the conditions of the payment of the installment payment option carefully. Ensure that you read it. Know the number of months that is allocated for that installment payment plan. Read it to know if there are percentage that you need to pay. Read it to know also to know how much you should be paying per month. These are things that you need to be sure of, so that you don't make mistake at the end of the day. Now, the last but not the least, the fourth one is you should ask about allocation. Ask about allocation. Now, why do I say this, or why do I include this? Is because oftentimes we have seen where customers have paid, and then after paying, the installment option, they are done paying. Maybe after 3 months, after 6 months, you discover that the client discovers that there is no plot of land left again on that particular estate for him to buy. So the client either agrees to be reallocated in another location, or be refunded his money back. So ensure that you ask, when am I getting the allocation? Am I getting the allocation at the first instance of my deposit, the first initial deposit I'm making? If I make this initial deposit, am I getting a plot reserved for me? Or you guys will wait till I finish paying the last amount before I'm being allocated? So ensure that you ask this to be on the safer side. So if you're opting for installment payment option on any property in Asaba, ensure that you ask or you verify these four tips I've already dropped on this video. Now, if you find this video very interesting, I would like you to subscribe to the channel, like, share this video to those you feel which would be useful to. And if you're an investor looking to buy properties here in the city of Asaba on installment payment option, I'm open for such transaction. You can send me a DM, a direct message on WhatsApp to the number showing on your screen, or you can give me a call to that same number showing on your screen. My name remains Solomon Ibuhu. Until I come your way next time. See you on the next video.